We are going to use Excel to solve for the mean, median, and standard deviation for the information below. Here we have the number of students of each age attending a school. Remembering all that you have learned so far, follow along and review if necessary. Let's begin. Let's first input our information. Starting on cell D5, type data for our age of students and press enter. Input the ages going down. Now, in cell E5, enter frequency. This will represent the amount of each age attending the school. Input the information going down again. Now, below, we will solve for the sum of each of these columns. Type the equals key and get the sum for each column. We will now solve for distribution. Distribution is frequency divided by the sum of frequency, which we have down here, 669. Type in equals, click our frequency, divide it by 669, and we have our answer. We're now going to make a graph of our distribution. Select the distribution column. Select Chart Wizard. We'll use a bar graph. And select Finish. We'll place it right below our information. We will now solve for the average or mean. The mean is data multiplied by distribution. Type in the equal sign, data, multiplied by distribution, and press enter. Drag from the bottom right hand corner to solve for all the rows. We now need the sum of our averages. Equal sign, and press enter. The average age of our students is 7.684. We will now solve for median. The median is our total frequency divided in half. Represented here by 334.5. To solve for this, we will create an accumulative column next to the data column. Start by selecting C6 is equal to E6. Press enter. C7 is equal to E6 plus E7. C8 is equal to E6 plus E7 plus E8, and so on. The point in which our number in the accumulative column becomes bigger than our frequency sum divided by 2 is where we will find our median. It occurs between C8 and C9. Since there is no exact number, we will go with 8, since it is between 7 and 9 as our median. We will now begin our calculation for standard deviation. We first need to calculate age minus average age. We will do this in a new column labeled distance. In cell H6, type equals and click D6, our age. Now type a minus sign and select the average age. Press enter. If you copy and paste this formula into the next cell, it will change our row for age automatically from D6 to D7, but it will also change the cell it calls the average age from G13 to G14. To prevent this from happening, add a $sign after the G in our formula, and then copy and paste down in distance like so. Next, we need to calculate distance squared. We will do this in column I. To do this, simply type equals the distance multiplied by the distance and press enter. Drag the bottom right hand corner down to automatically do it for all the rows. After this, we need to get variance, which is the product of squared distance and distribution. Remember, product means multiplied by. We will do that in column J. Simply select equals squared distance multiplied by distribution and press enter. Again, drag from the bottom right hand corner to automatically do this for all the rows. When you sum them all up together, we get variance 3.47 or 3.4. Finally, to finish standard deviation, we need to get the square root of variance. There is a simple preset formula to do this. Select the Insert menu, Function, and search for SQRT, which represents square root. Select OK, and we are asked for our number. Our number is variance, 3.47. Hit OK, and we are represented here with standard deviation. You can also just enter SQRT into the formula bar next time for a shortcut. We now have our answer to our problem. The mean is equal to 7.68. Our median is 8, and standard deviation 1.86320,337, which we can shorten to 1.86. Now go ahead and print out your document and turn that thing in for an AA+.